Yeah, I saw that one. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god, dude. Please stop liking this. I can't go on much longer. Yes, she has to add more headroom to the photo.
Chase is going to card. On my card.
Not here.
I built a chance. I'm 10% away.
They have a soldier.
Chase low. Chase low. Mentality of going into the
It's the mentality going into the
Well, the way to fix that is just show up an hour early and do TDM and stuff like that.
Yeah, it actually
TDM against each other.
Yeah.
It's actually important.
Yeah, doing like
The warm up people.
I think especially like it's different if we have like a noon scrim or something. Then it's like okay, whatever, just make it in a warm up.
Yeah.
But when we have like a 3 scrim, we could maybe be more like I was on me too. I was late today as well. I wasn't late, but I was like
I came in like 2.
That's what I mean. I was there like 2:30 or something.
Earlier.
Like, cause there's a lot of moments where like I didn't know you were doing that, or like I didn't realize this. It's like a lot of time I feel like if you just focus more on communicating than like playing the game, basically, we like at the scrims will be more productive, and that's what we want anyways.
It was like today, like we communicated that we're gonna rotate on Oasis. We rotated like together, and we like actually clutched the fight because it was.
Yeah, like we just need to do that constantly.
Yeah, it needs to be consistent. Yeah, it should be consistently though.
Yeah.
But it's good to see people trying to make plays. It always happens. That's why like scrims feel so different than the stage, because in stage everyone's communicating and no one's trying to make plays because they can. It's all watched on like the global scale, and everyone doesn't want to make.
We felt the problem was that waking up and going straight into scrims, we weren't really warmed up properly, so we wanted to try, kind of adjust our pre-scrim like ritual, I guess. We'd come in a little bit earlier, we would do some like individual practice and just more warm up before scrims.
There's nothing to like remember going forward. We need to like think of individual plays that we could have done, and then we can like think about that going into the next game. I think the biggest thing that sets us apart is just our drive. I don't think very many other teams like really just put in the extra hours. You know, we show up to scrims, we play the scrims, and then after that we don't feel satisfied. So we go home and we get together and start watching VODs to try and fix what we're doing wrong, and then we bring that to the next day. So like, you know, we put in the extra hours that probably a lot of teams don't, and I think that makes like a huge difference. Are you still? I'm arm main. I'm on Matt as soon as I can.
So that when you do start scrimming, it's like more valuable. You can literally pick up the flag on Sombra and TP to your flag. Like you can actually translocate from flag to flag on Sombra.
Jeff breaks down the
Wait,
new map.
Adam, put this on the TV. I won't watch it.
What?
New maps.
Wait, is the new map capture the flag?
I'm not sure.
Please God, no.
No
If
way.
CTF actually could be fun, but the maps.
There's no way, dude. No, there's no way. Yeah, I saw that one. It's pretty funny.
Oh my god, dude. Please stop liking this. I can't go on much longer. Yes, she has to add more headroom to the photo. You can see where she added more headroom.
Like we were having like a lot of discussions, like are we in the playoffs or not? But I think it was Jake who said that we just have to win out anyways. And instead of us worrying, can we make the playoffs or not, we started worrying about like the actual matches and how we prepare for those matches.
Oh, Outlaw! Out Tyrone, dude. Let's just flex our strats here. Like, even though we're not playing this map ever again, like for the rest of our existence as a team.
I'm looking point. What about left? What about?
You really need like that wireless because like you have like such a low sensitivity.
You see this? You see this? I can play with the wire. Look, I can literally put it on my forehead.
That'd be a pretty good idea.
I would dominate.
Your forehead's bigger than your old mouse pad.
You're not wrong, but that's not saying much either.
Wait, you're no hair
from
on
New
your
Jersey, guys.
your bicep. It's only on your arm. It looks so weird.
Any chance to flex, you know?
Yeah, you know, I got some.
You shave your arm.
I got a little bit of hair right here. Just a little bit.
Preparing for London was pretty similar to just like every other team. You know, we respect every team that we're about to go up against. We kind of get the scouting information we need, try to figure out like what their weaknesses are and what we need to like avoid in our own play, to not like, you know, fall to their play style and stuff like that. I think we felt pretty confident about like the style that London has and how we can play against it. So I think we had a good shot of winning, and we prepared very well, you know, just by practicing our own game. I think that work paid off in the first win.
Let me take a picture. Come on.
Who is it that was like photoshopping your hair? And I'm like, we can do this in real life.
Wait, Matt, look at me. It's just like the Twitter picture.
Yeah, I know. It's over, dude. It's not
on.
No! It's over. It's over.
The real question is the offseason really going to be 6 months, or is there going to be other, like...
There will be World Cup.
That's me. There's World Cup. I think that they're going to figure out a way to put more events in that offseason. I don't think that they'll just let it be...
Well, beating London for us was really important. It was our chance to really prove ourselves against like a full Korean roster. So we prepared really hard for Tyrong, and our coaching staff all prepared a playbook for us to research. We grinded super hard and we took the win.
But that should be it. An avalanche of white in the kill feed means the Spitfire will take first point with ease.
But he is feeling just a little bit of pressure here. Will connect with a grenade though, and that's going to do so much damage. Rockets into the ground. The res point blank though. Big play coming in from Banny to get his teammate back into it.
The Jake Rat in full effect took down both supports as they scrambled back, and that is where the payload will stop.
That is it. Houston Outlaws, they managed to collect the first point.
And the DPS, or the Houston Outlaws, are rolling over the London Spitfire.
Keep an eye on Linkson. This man is going to town. Will gets ejected off the point, and that's not going to be good enough. Jake with the final kill.
Oh, what?
Oh! That's a play of the match. That's a play of the match. Ready to ball.
Now we finally lose Bandy here for the Houston Outlaws. Jake, though, with the tire, going to chase them through, and he can do the first damage, even through the trance. No keeping him alive in this fight, and Houston Outlaws repelled the offense yet again. Missed self-destruct there by Cool Matt, but Jake keeping him in the fight. Finds the kill on the enemy Mercy. Now he gets the rip tire straight into the fight, and he spots out the Mercy. Is he going to get away? No! Closer's out of it. London Spitfire. Oh, they're going to struggle. They're sputtering. They're stalling out. Somehow that completely fails. This time around, however, Gesture will get rewarded with the juicy target. Get they are on the point.
They're tilted. There's no way they're not tilted.
Oh, after that was a C9 and a half.
Sound right. I'm still.
They're all so low, and eventually they should be able to get on here and touch the point. Oh, the shot! And Jake's there to capitalize. And they will collect the first point, Houston Outlaws. And all they need is one tick on the second one here. Just stay on the point. They might get too overexcited. They might leave it for just a second, and that could be it. As Jake, point blank, stuffs a rocket into Profit. And the contest at the last possible second from Gesture. Unbelievable.
It is on our Wizards deck. They're so close. Profit takes down another. Not able to get there.
That first hit. Nice. Body block him. Let's get out of here. C9.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
Scream. I'm so
like it was a perfect storm of like all the supports died, everyone was at 10 HP, and then Moomer just comes in.
I just have a
Moomer just comes in.
I just pined Bird Ring at the last fight.
Yeah.
I got Primo chasing by a Genji and a Tracer.
What do we do? Oh, you mean university?
So basically, McCree's in.
I'm running out of backspawn and the tire just follows.
I'm a very experienced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater player, that's all I'm going to say.
It's more OP than Jay Leno.
Winston's left.
Okay, four times. Okay,
Alright.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Winston's left!
Let's go!
Linkser goes down. The avalanche of white goes on to the kill feed. Should be London taking it back. Matt absolutely disrupting that plan, just zoning the supports completely out of that fight. Gives his team so much room to clean up. Houston Outlaws, one stage away from winning the set.
The London Spitfire who are left scratching their heads wondering what they need to do to win here. It has not been working so far, and it continues to go south. Jake and Cool Man. Now we're into overtime. It's all or nothing for London Spitfire. They've lost Gesture, and it's going to be a tough res. Sure enough, going to push Gesture into oblivion, and then you have it. Houston Outlaws. Jake getting hype. They have done it, Hex. 3-0. The win over the London Spitfire.
Let's go.
We have to win. We have to win to go to playoffs. 3-2, we win. We go. All right. Easy clap. I stole these all from T-Mobile. Don't tell them.
You didn't. Say that on everything.
Oh, I did, dude. Momo gave these. They were like, sign this, and I was like, I'm just putting this in my pocket. It was literally at BlizzCon.
It has been 0 days since I've seen none.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh, it's so cool looking.
It's optic.
I want one.
Where's ours, dude?
Oh my god. You can make like another $1 million.
You on his cam, dude? Please.
Yeah, I mean, Boston was definitely like our hardest match. They've always like done really well against us in scrims, but we also hadn't scrimmed them like very much in like the past couple of weeks. So it was kind of unknown. Like they obviously grew a lot, and so did we. I think one of the major things that we realized we had to do is just don't let them do their set plays, because they're very like just very prepared. You know, like they have plays that they want to execute, and I think we realized that it was our job to prevent them from executing what they had planned. And I think we did a really good job overall of doing that.
The 3-2 against Boston was like an insanely hard fought best of 5. It was hard to prepare for against Boston, but we tried our best. And
Casper's in dangerous territory. Linksa puts him to sleep. He's going to go for it, take a lot of damage. There's a trend set up there, and Linksa just puts it to bed. It's one bullet. Take 2 in the morning and call me later. And now it's Neko to go down, and the Outlaws are building up some soul. Are you kidding me, Linksa? You're not even trying to hit him, mate. It's a one-man versus the world, and the Boston Uprising can put the foot down. This is our house, our throne. The pulse moment will be a self-destructing anti-lodge up here by Coolman. Very nice play. Striker going for the low-hanging fruit, but again, it's enough to keep the Boston Uprising moving. Now we're in overtime. Is Gamsu dropping onto the payload? Just gets blown up instantly. Dream Casper not even really bothering to go over towards that one. It's 3 for the Linksa man. And what a way to put a period on this match. Houston Outlaws 1, Boston 0.
Nice! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Woo!
They go wherever they please, and Neko gets wrecked by Raucus up in that high ground. I'm making another one, Raucus. Why not?
As Boston will be able to hold on. Both support ults on both teams use.
Raucus rezzed up, he went down to note. Casper, Riptire over the top, he's found Linksa, that might be the one. Striker's off towards the side, harassing Raucus is very low on HP. Linksa not looking too much better either. Coolman trying to throw himself under the point, but no, it's going to be a D-suit. Mover's got to get there, he doesn't have enough time.
We talked about how fast Houston's offensive attack is. Boston's may have been even faster.
Boston looking for the equalizer here. Well, their need is 33%. Jake goes down. That's going to force a resurrect. And in fact, it's probably... Oh, no! No! Houston Outlaws, what have you done?
We don't have the capacity to like come back when we start with that mistake.
What did you know this reference?
It just felt like it felt like we weren't like playing properly. Like we would push in, like what Banning said. Like we push in, our DPS would go in, and guess what? They were still set up. We never forced it like the space separate.
Carlos, who's the best town? H-Town, okay?
Who's the best town?
H-Town! Let's go, boys.
Okay, yeah. Come on.
Get back into this.
Get hyped. Okay, yeah. Let's go. Get hyped. Come on. Back up.
Rory goes flying across. Oh, hello! Okay, Outlaws, time to pony up, because Dreamcast is bringing his A game.
Boston does have their own transcendence, and they can't extend this. Dream Casper with 2, Neko with another.
Casper the silent killer, the unfriendly ghost they call him. Huge impact in this round, and that's going to be it. Boston starts strong. He's back in the mech, but Casper's found Raucus. Striker present on the point of Jake. Oh dear! He gets taken down by Note. Apparently it was the self-destruct. The teammate kill that actually got him.
Out of mech, it'll be transcendence from both.
There it is! That could be the start of the fight that the Uprising are looking for now. It's going to be followed up with a better archer of Dream Casper. Lynx is already over the edge. No life jackets to that man. Jake, he might be over the edge as well. Oh, there it is! 2-1. The Uprising get their nose out in front. Oh, Dream Casper thought about the blade there, but he's cut down by Jake with a concussive fight. Gamsu's brought back into the fight. Oh dear, that's not good. It's a man trap, and he doesn't see it. Walks over the top of it, and things look like they're going south for the winning here for the Boston Uprising. But it seems like the Outlaws don't care. They're going to keep cutting Boston down as soon as they come up. And Lynx is forced into a recall now. With only 5 seconds left, they're not going to have him for the last fight here. Where are the Houston Outlaws? It's a desperate attempt to jump off, but the block is real. And Kellex being out of the picture now means that no, it has to be the Boston Uprising essentially who's leaving this one.
Now you know Houston's going to have their Valkyrie. A minute and 40, you can kind of just try and force this fight. If you're Boston, it has to be quick though, right?
Now they're springing back into action. Raucus is low, and that's forced the Transcendent. That's what Casper was waiting for. Now, it may just be impossible. Hopeless perhaps, but the Uprising is still going for it. It doesn't matter though. Linksa stands tall. The Houston Outlaws have made this a 5-map affair.
Cool. Yeah. Let's go!
Boston will be able to come back here. Oh, I was
that's not good.
Pick yet again.
They can't raise him.
Linksa, they can't get it either. It's going to be 99%. They're forced to go in.
Backing away, conservative approach here for the Outlaws. They know they need to just be patient.
It's only going to be one fight that Houston needs, and they have a grab that should be able to get it done.
Jake down already. That's a good start, but Bandy's going to erase over that little error, and that's it. Cool man, 100 energy, graviton serve, all the things you want in a world-class Zarya player, and he has delivered. He's come up with the goods here, and the Houston Outlaws have got a big smile on their face. They are one round away from the playoffs. The Casper's sneaking, he's creeping, he's found himself the barrage kill, but it's just going to be one. He gets cut there by Coolmate here, and Neko falls to Boomer. Notes over on the point, the Uprising are down to 4 plays as Kellex finally returns to the fight.
Striker gets on, he'll just contest here for Boston for a little bit. Then he'll back on out.
And now Raucus to fall, looks like this is it for the Boston Uprising, they're looking good. Forced to succumb by the pressure now, the Boston Uprising are putting on them. Raucus gets caught out, timeout is done! We got ourselves all 3 rounds here. Coolmat's also there. This point still remains under control of the Houston Outlaws. This will be crushing for the Boston Uprising to lose this fight. Give him the Tetley, mate! Casper's melted though, this could suck. It might be tough for Kellex now to come back here for the Resurrect, but he's there. He does at least get that Valkyrie, and Casper's back up on his feet. Jabs is there, striker pulse bomb towards Boomer now. Coolmat trying to hold things together. He's the glue here for the Houston Outlaws. We're in overtime, but Boston have taken the map back, and we ain't done yet. The health pack, should I say, is going to be the Outlaws. It's in overtime. The Houston Outlaws have done it. Surely they've got the point. It's over. No, the Boston Uprising keep it up. He's trying to force Jake away, and it's going to be Neko going down. Knight to fall. Raucus found him, and the Houston Outlaws have done it. What a match.
Diva. Aimbot! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, guys! Let's go! Yeah! Let's go!
Holy shit.
I need my coffee.
I love you, man.
Dude, how fucking tense were you at that?
Fuck, dude,
After like beating Boston, we were happy for a moment, and then the realization set in that we have to play against London again. And London is an opponent that we were confident that we can beat them, but they're still a really good team. And I guess they just had more time to prepare for us than we really had for them. Like they saw our match against Boston and like took information out of it, and I don't know. It was having to play so many games in one day is something that you're not used to in Overwatch League. I was used to it in like when you were playing from home, but that's obviously different. So there's a lot of different things that can affect like players, like how fatigued they feel on stage. But
I was definitely worried about our endurance throughout the day. Playing multiple sets in one day, it's not really a required skill set in Overwatch League, except in this scenario. So we haven't really trained to play high intensity throughout a long period. A high intensity match requires the energy expenditure of like 2 or 3 scrims, honestly. So for us, fatigue became an issue, and we weren't prepared properly for it because it's not really necessary outside of that situation.
This looks so bad for us. Look how bad this looks for us.
Like, look how low I got him. It's like he was like 50.
Coolmat's grabbed there? Oh, everyone was just like,
he's like, big grab.
Like, wait, so we double map pool against London?
Same exact map pool again.
Then we get Junkertown for finals.
Oh, baby, come back to J-Town.
If we go to Junkertown, I actually think we'll win this.
My ancestral homeland.
The only question at that point is how much adrenaline can you guys actually sustain for 4 hours?
I got chewing gum too, this works.
Welcome to Texas. Yeah, give me some Texas.
What kind of shit are you talking about?
That's your new profile pic.
Winston, I'm Winston. This is me right now, dude.
I don't know, Jake. I've seen a little better.
Yeah, dude.
The next time we played them in the playoffs, I think they did a really good job of adjusting their own play style. You know, like they made changes that caught us off guard, and then I think that it just came down to us not having the composure to keep playing over the course of the day.
The Overwatch regular season is broken into 4 5-week stages. At the conclusion of each individual stage, there is a stage playoff, pitting the top 3 teams in the standings against each other. For teams with the same record, the tiebreakers are cumulative map differential, followed by head-to-head map differential, then head-to-head record. Following match play on the last Saturday of each stage, the 2nd and 3rd place finishers will face off for a chance to face the #1 team later that night for the crown of Stage 1 champion. So what's at stake other than the bragging rights? Try $100,000 to the winning team and $25,000 to the runner-up. It's going to be an exciting finish to the first stage of the Overwatch League.
Spitfire don't have a margin of error. They can't afford to lose a player at this point. There's a self-destruct here for Coolmat. He'll want it for the resuit if it's possible. But
Booyah will fall.
Coolmat going huge right now. The Riptide is just an insurance policy. Oh, Prophet. He's caught though. He's dead. Straight to the breadbasket. And now Jake going to follow up with the Riptide. They know it's open season. He thought about the winner, but no, he'll have Bird Ring. He's brought back to life by Banny, who's just been on point now with those reses. Oh, nuts! That's not where you want to get caught at all. The Outlaws getting close now, man. They get real close at 3 minutes to go. Where are the Spitfire? Nowhere to be seen. Map 1 done. Outlaws in the head. Bunny blasted Coolmat. Never underestimate the man, and somehow the Outlaws have gotten back to the point here.
24% isn't a ton for London. Houston's going to be able to come back and match this. Almost takes out Jake. Jake going to put down the battlefield.
Oh, run!
Use the tack visor here.
The tack visor! He's trying to escape. Oh, there's no way you're getting away, my friend. He'll be able to back around now, and there's really not enough time for the Outlaws. Lisa's forced to back away from Prophet. He's getting healing from Nuss. He's looking good. He's topped up. He's ready to go, and a Spitfire!
London has been dominant here on Ilios. If both support ults used for the Houston Outlaws, London able to hold on to the point. They will have another Deadeye, and they will have Transcendence for what will most likely be the final fight here.
If there's any time to go, Matt, it's going to be now. But Banny, again, harassed down by Prophet, doesn't find a kill, but a pulse bomb will do the job. You better believe it. It's both Banny and Raucus go the way of the weary, and Prophet for him is just too easy. This is just such a commanding lead. There's no chance. It's unassailable. And they'll make it a 1-1 series.
You guys like died, right? 2 people died and you had the option to like Valve res them or like reset?
Yeah. Coolmat, ice cold. Great response to Jesh's positioning there and just follows up and now. Oh, the micro rockets! Not much of a docent left there. Prophet doesn't care about your tire. He's gonna slash your tires. You ain't leaving the garage today. And a Spitfire now, or at least on the road here. But they've been cost about 4 minutes trying to get the first point. Oh dear, he's got the Death Blossom. This could be nasty. Lisa needs to respect this, as does Coolmat. The Spitfire's now, oh, now it's time for the Death Blossom, and Banny is absolutely removed, deleted from the game. But Coolmat has a plan, trying to drag this one out as long as possible, but the Spitfire will take it off. Keep your tray tables up, your seats in an upright position to keep those seat belts fastened.
Went well for London. Yep. They're able to just wipe the floor with Houston. Houston is so spread out on their attack. You have Bonnie and Coolmat now who are stuck. Things are starting to get crazy here for Houston. I like the change though. Linkser goes over. He will play Genji here. It does not look good for the Houston Outlaws. Tremendous defense coming in here from London.
The Lynx are the only man really able to make any inroads there at all. 4 seconds. The Outlaws nowhere to be seen thus far, and the Spitfire are out there. Oh, they're getting serious. Up there with that flying V.
He has the rip tire, he may as well use it.
Up over the tops of these buildings here again in the sport. But Ocean, you thought you were going to get to play Overwatch this map? No! Everything kind of falling apart for the Houston Outlaws here. This wasn't the way they intended this hold to go at all. The Spitfire embedded a sleeper agent in the back lines and the Outlaws got bamboozled.
They don't know Luma is actually all the way behind. So he's coming all the way around onto the supports here.
Secret Agent Monkey Man, but his target was being pocketed by Nuss. Raucus found Nuss up on the high ground. That's a huge kill. Fury now returns to the frame, but it might be too late. Jake's been brought back to his feet now. Transcendence here. Surely Nuss and Prophet, the 2 closest players. There's no way they're getting there. I love that. So clever. Now the Outlaws are up on towards the point. They've almost got that first tick. A wildly successful attack so far, but there's more to be said. Birdring doing work though. They need Raucus alive. He had the Transcendence. The former being brought back to life, and Jake is 1 HP. No way he's going to survive that one. Banny, his Valkyrie, probably no resurrects available for him at this stage. At least he's trying to find some space, trying to work around these shields. It's hard for the Gunslinger to connect. It's all going wrong for the Outlaws. Raucus finds Prophet. They have to bring themselves back into this match. This is it.
13 seconds left. The Outlaws' playoff hopes hang in the balance, and the Spitfire are looking hot to trot. Fury has to back away, but he's run into Mumik here, takes a breather, staying nice and healthy, and Orisa Barrier comes up. Remember, 2 ticks so far for the Outlaws, and Cormat's found Birdring early. This Riptide could be the game. It is! Batty's taken down! That's the pick the Spitfire we're looking for. That's going to be it. Where are the Outlaws now? The Spitfire take flight straight into our grand finals.
Man, big plays by the Dosen there at the end. In a fight that Houston may have
I feel like we adapted, and I also feel like it was, I don't know, like I'm not upset, I just feel like I fucked up. It was like my play that, like if I had been better on the flex, I would have won on the other maps.
Like it was pretty devastating, but it's kind of a short-term thing because we realized that what really matters is that we did really well during the stage 1, and I think we're going to keep working hard to do well in stage 2 and so on.
I think as the series went on, we kind of started to feel the fatigue. We started making more individual mistakes, being out of position. Our focus just fell apart. We lost discipline, and when you start playing like kind of shaky and you're not focused, then a good team capitalizes on it, and that's what's happened to us.
I think overall we're feeling really good. We weren't expecting to do this well at stage 1. You know, we're a new team. We felt like we had a lot to work on to become like a top team, but we beat our expectations and finished the stage as second in the standings, even though we lost in the playoffs. So, you know, the loss sucks, but I think overall we're all really happy with how we did as a team, and we're all really proud of each other.
Like the amount of improvement we did from the first week of the stage 1 to the last week was insane, and I think we learned so many valuable lessons throughout this whole stage in terms of like me being sick and how we adapt when someone's away, and like how we should prioritize our scrims, and how do we like learn as a team together. That I think the stage 1 was the best stage I could have ever hoped for.